All right, there we go. One more setting, and resume. Okay. So last time we checked this ravine, there wasn't much in it. I want to go and see if I can find this frickin' memento. Kind of heavy. Drop. Actually, a bunch of the stuff that we picked up down there. Pick these pelts. Okay, good on food, good on water. And what else did... we still have that extra mountaineering rope. That we definitely don't need for now. Not enough space there. I think we'll stash this stuff in these lockers outside. Because those ought to have plenty of storage. So here's food. And here we can put this that we found. This. Okay, that's pretty good actually. 9 kilos off. Just make sure nothing fluffy is here to ambush. As it is wont to do. And just walk up the road. Should be smooth sailing. Assuming, of course, there's nothing waiting at one of these blind corners, which is the bane of my existence. The absolute bane. I want to come around here, just because I am worried about this intersection. And that's not the way up. This is the way up. Listening. And I don't hear anything. Which means we should be safe. Now I just need to rummage around and find this memento cache. Which honestly, maybe... So we were up here before. The mark says it's at the edge of this bridge break. But I'm wondering if it's like snuck around under... Maybe there's a way to peek under here. Just on the first couple struts, perhaps? Like over here. Can we get up? Yes. Nothing. Woof. Wouldn't want to go down there. Not that it hasn't happened before. Missing one campfire because over in this ravine, walking at night, there's gaps in between the tracks. And literally could not see. Is it hiding somewhere cheeky? Right, because we're right here. Memento hint. Maybe it's not exactly on the hint. Maybe it's in one of these vehicles. I did check this one before and there was nothing. There's still nothing. Nope. check the glove box. Let's see, is there any sneaky way around over here? I don't think there was. No, definitely not. There are all these burdocks, though. Might be worth taking a couple. I don't think I want to take all of them. Just because I don't have use for all of them. And it's nice to have them where I know that they are, instead of stashing them away somewhere when I try to lose some weight. Okay. There's no way to sneak over there. Why did I hear something? Must have been the wind. I swear there's something over there. Okay, let's head back and think for a moment. If I was a memento cache, where would I be? What did the note say? Books, mementos, select. And it's one of these. Told him not to head that way, but ride the same wagon. Not to head that way. That actually isn't helpful at all. Unless the memento is actually over there in that backpack, in which case, no, it's not. Because the backpack in different parts of the map. In which case, I have no clue where this thing would be. The other ones I've found have been tiny little boxes. And I'm assuming that's the size, shape, and color I'm looking for here. Okay, that's not helpful. Yeah, I guess this is just going to have to stay mysterious. Hidden in a shrub? No. Yeah, just call it. Because wherever it is, I don't think I'll be finding it if it's not over there. Nowhere sneaky over here? No. Yeah. Okay. So the next order of business is to sleep, eat, drink, and then head up north. I suspect if there is a way across there, there's a path past this bridge that goes up to a higher plateau area. There's a homestead that you go there, up there in the campaign, where you find the bear spear. The only thing I can think of, based on seeing that suspicious bridge over in this dark area to the right, the only thing I can think of is that there's another way across from that higher area. Because based on the map, there's nothing, you know, farther to the left. I don't even know if you could get to that location from a different zone. The map would suggest you can't. Okay, but other than that, we're actually in a pretty good spot food-wise. There should be a ton of wolves up over, yeah, there's the homestead. A ton of wolves up over there. I heard them when we were by the lake earlier. And I'm pretty confident in being able to hunt them. Which means even more food. Okay, but with this much fatigue, it's a little bit early to go to bed. You need to be able to sleep for about 12 hours to get back to the daylight. But luckily, I don't hear anything. Luckily, there's a book we can read. Burn time. Reading is very thirsty work, so you better prepare for it. Okay. I guess... What time is it? Probably do 2 or 3 hours. Actually. And no, don't ask me why we can read it. Aurora. Aha. Computer. And buffer memory, I can't read that. It was clear they had tried to fashion a crude splinter for the patient's leg. It was ineffective, and he was suffering badly. Rip. The wolf bite had gone right to the bone, which was visible. Well, that's not pleasant. And there's no way I'm heading up towards all those wolves at night, even with the Aurora making it light out. Because they go crazy when the Aurora's out. I wonder... No, there's nothing electrical up there, so it's not going to be useful to have the Aurora and head over there. Which means, as pretty as it is, let's just finish the book up and sleep. And inside, and find that bed. Whoa. I actually don't know if I want to walk over that. Anything interesting Aurora-wise over here? No. Guess let's pick that up, not forget it's there. You know, I really thought that the explanation behind the Aurora and all of this electrical stuff going off during it would have been that basically the, you know, whatever 5,000 or 50,000 or 500,000 year timetable on which the Earth's magnetic poles swap would be the explanation, which I think we're actually a few thousand years overdue for that happening already. But during the swap, the magnetic field from the Earth's core that protects us from a lot of solar radiation would pretty much be either weakened or non-existent, which would allow for a solar flare to, you know, blast everything electric, explain why none of the electricity works in the beginning, and also kind of explain why enough EM waves during an aurora actually make it through to do all this weird light stuff. But I don't think that's the way they went for the story. I don't remember too well, but it seems like they were going more along the lines of, you know, some weird cosmic event kind of making people go crazy. Psychologically style, you know, zapping their brains and effectively giving them Alzheimer's. Which seems weird. Because, you know, there's nothing particularly special about... Only 5%? I guess I just dropped that. Actually, I would expect more... Here we go. These are older. Because, you know, if standing by 5G antennas could give you Alzheimer's... No music? Yeah, music. A little bit of piano. If standing by 5G could give you Alzheimer's, then...
It's like something is sapping my energy.
Yeah, it's called being tired. Then standing next to, you know, a radio antenna would give you Alzheimer's. And people have Alzheimer's from all the radio, you know, radio waves and radio transmissions that have been made since, you know, Mr. Edison started doing his things. Mr. Dennis, the tremors are getting worse. Oh, I guess this is actually kind of a epilepsy warning. Any word from above on weather? We still have to take the short way to Coastal Highway. Even with a stable trestle, it's a nervous enough trip as it is, and our gear is already out in the open over there for the eco-hippies. Still running around the woods this year. I know it's more gas and a longer trip, but if we take the long way around, me and my guys would feel a lot better about things we all thought you should know. If I had taken the long way around, I might not have fallen off the bridge. One thing I found kind of strange is that there's the forest talkers that are introduced in the campaign. We're basically like, you know, as it says, eco-hippies who are operating in this area. And by the end of the campaign, it turns out that they're basically like eco-terrorists who tried to, you know, trap the people in Pleasant Valley and either make them starve or learn to farm off the land. And that's definitely not the direction I thought that the tone of the narrative was going for them. I mean, like, they're not even sympathetic even a little bit. They're like, oh, we don't like that they're trying to do some industry here. So what we're going to do is we're going to stockpile guns and ammunition, you know, cause landslides and isolate the community. Hope they don't need, you know, doctors from the mainland. But yeah, definitely not the hard stance that I thought that the designers were going to take for that kind of a character. Okay, what can we drop? We did pick up that rope, right? Where's that rope go? No. M from mountain. I guess we can put that away. Where is the rope? I feel like I've gone crazy. What is all of this weight? No, not there. Not here, not really. I guess, no, 20... I was thinking 36, not 26. Okay. Well, let's drop the combustibles over by the fire pit inside. Then get a little bit of food and some water. And drop a couple of these. It's always nice to have at least one or two for emergency lighting. Get some water from here. Did I read that? No, I didn't read it, so let's keep that to our mind. Did I read this? Some water. Check. Okay, so we did read the green one, which means it is fire fuel. Oops, drop. Yeah. Okay. Read that. Pick that up. Drink. Get a little bit of food. Then we head north. Let's take 2, eat 1 immediately. Okay, and I'm actually feeling pretty set. We have no scent, which is good for being sneaky. Last time, or maybe the time before last, we harvested a couple of discovered, deer and wolf bodies. And it ended up giving me 3 scent. 3 little scent marks. And from over by this branch, or this downed tree, all the way to the lake, got snorted by a wolf, and it hunted me all the way back to the maintenance shed. Which luckily I saw in time and was able to leave. Let's... Oh, hello. 1, 2, 3 fluffies. I was not expecting there to be so many spawned here. And the question is, do I try to go past them? I don't think so. Because the best we can do if we go past is get past that gate, which I believe has a door. Hopefully it's not locked. But if we get past, there's even more wolves up there, and I don't want to be sandwiched in between them. Let's go around here. There was a moose. But I don't hear it, so it might have moved off. To where? I don't know. Actually, I think if we can get through this gate, it should be fine, because we've got those flares. And those flares should do pretty well and last long enough to make it back to the maintenance shed, maybe even lure them there. It's definitely a much more advantageous fighting spot. Yeah, a woo. Okay, there's the door. There are those guys. Is there a way to mountain goat down here? It looks like there might be. I should bring a mountaineering rope, because there is, over in that area, a rock to rappel down. Yeah, we gotta go back. Hopefully that wolf, that howl doesn't mean it snorted me. I don't think so. I'm not hearing the usual indicative bark for I'm coming for you. Man, 3 right in the same spot. That's a little bit rough to attack, and I'm not sure how confident I am in peeling them off one by one. I also want to figure out how to get up there. That is definitely a repelling rock. But for now, let's just go pick up a rope. And maybe go around the other way. Because if we go around the other way, if we're lucky, there's already a rope down. Don't think there will be. But we can charcoal up a little bit. Do we have any charcoal? We do. We can charcoal up a little bit. And also... and also see if the bear is still there. A little bit of water. Still no scent. Okay. So as long as we don't see the bear up in this corner area, we should be fine to move along. But that would raise the question, where did the bear go? No, that's just a rock. Because I don't think it despawns once it's walking around. But then, you know, what do I know? Okay, that is a deer noise. Which perhaps means we're somewhat safe. I wasn't expecting the deer to be there. Oop. Definitely heard a second noise. Don't see a bear. Okay, Fluffy's over there. I'm not hearing any snuffling bear noises. A deer. That's the deer I hear. Nope, there's the bear. Okay. So we can go around the bear quite easily, I think. And actually, if I'm feeling cocky, maybe even do a charcoal. Okay. Okay, so maybe that's the bear's den over there. Not sure if that's just a rock falling. Or something else. Okay. So that is our mountaineering rock. I'm not seeing a rope. Which means it's probably for the best to bring one up, because I suspect there won't be one to be found on hand. At least it's better safe than sorry. Okay, but how to deal with these wolves? I really just going to camp there the whole time? Yeah, I think we just go around, hop down that steep rock face, should be fine, and then, if we have to, hustle it over and get into the gate. Because, at least as of yet, I don't believe that fluffy things know how to open doors. At least that's what I'm going to hang my hat on. Not sure if that's a violin sound or an awoo from very far away to the south. Okay, we go around the fluffies. Very quiet. I'm anti-hunting people. Meaning I'm trying to make people not be hunted. There's the bear. Yeah, awoo, awoo. I would awoo too, if I was so incandescently fluffy. Okay, sneak. Metal Gear. Okay. Probably some Bowmaster Long Dark speedrunner who would snipe all three of them from here. Okay. It's just about midday. Kinda want these things to turn around before I go a little bit closer. But perhaps it's not in the cards. Oof, oof, steep, steep, steep. Okay. We sneaking. Whoop. That sounds close. Oh. How did it get so close so fast? Jesus. Okay. Whew. Man. Yeah, I see you. I see you. You know what? Are we gonna get revenge? Yeah, you're lucky. You're lucky, punk. Alright. Okay. And I just broke an arrow. Which is fine, because we still have a bunch that are high quality. Okay. How did you get up so fast? Yeah, run. Punk. Okay. Come on, Dark. Better interactions, please. You shouldn't have shoot and pick stuff up on the same button. Yeah, I want to get over there. On the plus side, that was the shortest little struggle that I've ever had to displeasure to experience, so I don't think I actually took much damage. There's a little bit of the hat damage. Okay. Let's get a little bit up here and then hit a charcoal. Because this area really should open up. Oh yeah. Okay, we listen, because while we are sketching, fluffy things will sneak up. Don't hear anything nearby. So we cross our fingers. Okay, that'll do. I want to head over to the right. But I also want to stay away from blind corners. Okay. This is actually a wide enough space that maybe there's a way around to the right. Shimmy up a tree and climb across? Yeah, right. But just climb across? Yeah, maybe. Okay. Oh yeah, that's the way. Is this worth a charcoal? This is probably worth a charcoal. Getting a little bit low. Oh, love to see a sapling. Where are you? The cave is there, you're going to be to the left. Yeah, awoo, I get it. You've made your point. Actually, do we still have infection? Okay, that would have been really bad to ignore. Aha, 2. Very nice. Very nice. And crows means something is dead. Okay, that'll be... Let's see, how much meat have you got? Almost 2 kilograms, not half bad. In case I'm stuck up here a little bit longer than I was expecting. Always nice to have a ready source to acquire food. Okay. And here we have wood. See, what happens to that guy, or that guy is what happens when you run out of matches. All the wood in the world. But nothing to light it with. Okay, are you gonna let me through, or are you blocked? Yes, we are going through. You can get charcoal from burning fires for a while. I think it's 1 charcoal per hour. So I'll pick up sticks that I can find along the way, because I've only got the 1 charcoal left. And there's actually, I suspect, a decent amount of walking around to get somewhere. Making this charcoal and getting some of this fatigue back is what I'm anticipating being the reason for being stuck out here longer than expected. And hence why I'm happy about finding that light, or that wood. Because it's easier to just have it on the ground than to use axe fatigue, axe condition to chop it, and you know, it takes 45 minutes or so to chop it from a tree branch on the ground. Alright, what else do we have up here? Might have been a whole lot of empty space. There's that bridge. Okay, another deer. I think what's going to end up happening is this will lead around to the rappel point that's near the maintenance shed. That's not a lot of meat. Still worth it for the pelt, though. We can put the rock that, or rock. We can put the rope that I've got now on that rock. And as brutal as it is to climb up, we might have found a Dark Souls style shortcut. Okay. I'm wondering if there's anything hiding along here. I suspect not. You never know. Last time I went around a place I didn't think there would be anything. There was a whole helicopter crashed. It was a pretty nice one. Executive with comfy seats in the back. Actually, I bet this bridge would be a nice place to use that last charcoal. And a cairn that should probably fall over. The Golton's Cairn. Special thanks to Golton. Alright. What your elf eyes see. A rickety footbridge. I mean, it looks pretty solid to me. That food went down faster than I was expecting. I actually think we'll try to get around, put the rope down here. Okay, deer means we should be safe. And then head back, get those two carcasses that were on the ground, cook them up maybe by that cave, get some charcoal, possibly stay out overnight. Should be possible in a cave. That should be something. No? Guess it's just, oh, here we go. If acorns were so good, how come they didn't invent beacorns? Okay. Check this just to make sure that we're not missing anything. This little cul-de-sac. I don't know how the deer came all the way over here and didn't fall over, but hey. It is what it is. Don't hit me, please. Jump off. Okay. Apparently these deer are Skyrim horses. Because homeboy just velcroed his hooves to that sNo. Probably leave that behind. Because as far as more acorns, acorns are nice. Aha. Actually, if acorns work like coffee, then they'll reduce stamina usage when climbing, so that's actually fantastic. That is the deer I just heard, right? Yeah. Okay. Quite nice, actually. Because that would take a little bit of the sting off of... Oop, that's a box. A little bit of the sting off of having to climb up a rope if we do have to climb up a rope. Memento key. Okay, well... if you've got to be that way... We have spray paint, don't we? Yes. Okay. Where is... first aid food? I guess materials is sufficiently descriptive. It's not vandalism, I promise. Okay, and there's our rock. And rabbits. Oh, and birch. Fantastic. That means more arrows. Okay, I think I actually do want to go down. Then we can try... oh, there we go. Then we can try cooking some acorns and drinking them. Oh. So it's been 1 month since I fell off that bridge trellis. That's another reason to go down and pop a quick squat. Okay. This also isn't the longest rope in existence. So hopefully it doesn't nuke the fatigue on the way up too much. Yeah, yawn, yawn, yawn. Yeah, pick up some charcoal, maybe make some charcoal. Head back up the rope, head back around, charcoal along the way. Should be 2 or 3 necessary to get back to the original, or the last known charcoal area. And then we should be golden to deal with some of those wolves up there. I also believe that the rabbit pelt that I hunted a long time ago should be cured by now, which means we can hear that fluffy disaster over there. So the rabbit pelt should be ready, which means we can repair the rugged rabbit skin hat, which is kind of low in condition. Let's see. If I was a rabbit pelt, which one of you would I be under? I guess for one, let's drop all of the saplings. Oh, here we go. 91%. So that should be cured in the morning. Gut I don't need right now. Let's see. Harvest. Honestly, might even pick up that second rope just to make sure. Just to make sure that if we do get up to that homestead, we don't get stuck. You definitely can't walk alone there. I think there should be some charcoal in the fire pit over here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, 3, I actually want a little bit more. Well, there will be more after we cook. Okay, but time to burn some daylight. It's probably only a couple hours of light left, so let us do things that need light while they need light. What can we make? Bandage, how are we on bandages? 3 bandages is fine. Old man's beard, prepared burdock, we want to prepare those. Where are the acorns? Here we go. Uncategorized, I guess. Let's not prepare all of them because they can be used for other purposes. And honestly, 5 should be enough. Only gonna make 1 cup of tea with them. Okay. Old man's wound. Bleh. Old man's wound dressing. Old man's beard wound dressing. Have 3. 3 bandages. That should be all right. And can always make more. Antibiotics. Okay. Infection. Infection. Hold on. Infection. Painkillers. What does antiseptic do? Antiseptic's also infection, isn't it? Okay, at any rate, can we repair anything worth repairing? Got a bunch of cloth. That's probably worth it. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Well, that's a little bit lower quality than I'd like. Okay, fire barrel. Start the fire. Stick. Basically make some water. Make some acorn tea. Okay. Don't want to accidentally add a small arms handbook. And cook. Birch is gradually, I mean, I'm gonna sleep, so I should get enough back. Acorns. That'll do. Yeah. Cook some acorns. And then just make water. There is a can somewhere here, though. That would be ideal.
I need to find a place to rest.
Cook. Wait, I cooked the prepared acorns. What can I do with them? Here. Eat. Guess we'll try eating them later. Fuel. Let's leave 2 sticks behind. Okay. Wait for that to burn down. And then head outside, read some. So there is food on the way up, so I'm actually not going to take any with when we leave tomorrow morning. Just need this to burn out and then stop being embers, and I'll snag the charcoal. And stumble my way out of the building. Take only one, fine. And now we're hoping find the stairs. Looking good. Oop. Darkness. Over here. No, did I go past? That looked promising. No. There we go. And perfect. Okay. Here's the door. Okay, let's actually sleep a smidge. Then I want to completely read that book and then sleep again and head out. How much reading can we get done in the dark, but outside, so I guess it just works. Too dark. Really? Okay. So it doesn't just work. Guess there's no moonlight. Okay, so sleep for 9. And very nice. Drink, eat, get a little bit of water. Probably only need... yeah. Okay. And now let's head out. Listen for anything fluffy first. Oh! I hear you. And, oh shit. Yeah, I'd run too. Question is, who's scarier? Oh, that was not a good noise. You just freaking out the whole time? Because if you're over there where I want to go, I can't exactly just YOLO it, can I? I hear you. Trying to sneak back around that. Ooh, I hear you too. Okay, so apparently they're migrating into this shed area. Oh yeah. And probably stick one of them. And then head back inside. Where's the second one though? Come on. I see you. Okay, 1 and 2. Was that 3 over there? There's 3 over there. Okay. So all 3 of them are here. Again. Come on now. Come on. Awoo. 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 Ah woo, punk. Ah woo, punk. Gotta be kidding me. Bro dodged it like a pro. Come on. Okay, that's one afraid of three. Okay, where's that arrow? Oh. Come on, punk. Come on, punk. Yeah, gotcha. Where's my arrow, though? There. Where's my other arrow? Don't hear anything. Here we go. Okay. Kind of don't want to harvest this thing with those two so close nearby. Actually, that guy ran all the way over there. Howard. I didn't even know you could walk on this. I bet I'd be safe with him up here. Yeah, I guess that's repeatable. Any sticks I can grab? Yeah, here. Yep, there it is. My ears do not fail me sometimes. See if we can get up. We can get up, up, up. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I see you. Come on. There we are. You gonna come closer? You could, you know. Oh. Arrgh. That's it. Okay. Duck ya. That's 2 of 3. I think the third one is actually too far away. So let's harvest this guy while that one is bleeding out. Unless... No, I didn't hear anything. Okay. We do everything with a knife. It's 51 minutes. Thought I could harvest by hand. Okay, well I guess we're doing the knife. Fingers crossed we don't get snuck up on. Okay. Well, I guess that changes today's plan. Oh. You sound very close. Come on, Mr. Fluffy, give me the trifecta. Gotcha. Okay. So now you're bleeding. 3 for 3, we should be able to run. We should be okay. Just going to be a matter of finding where they end up. But for now, let me cook. Okay, maybe a nice little campfire by the front door. Blind corners, though. Every time. Every time. Can't put it inside. I guess here-ish? Here-ish? Maybe at the corner? Somewhere that I'm hopefully somewhat difficult to sneak up on. I guess, like... this would be good.
Come on.
I'm gonna need to make a couple more arrows, though. 'Cause I'm going through them pretty quick.
Turned out pretty well.
Okay. With you, and also start some water. You're definitely going to use... not water. Meat. Nope. Oh. Drinking is fine. Thought I was going to wait until boiled. Good design to not let that be an option. Minutes. Feel good. Definitely going to need the last cedar. Oh yeah. Don't blow my fire out. I guess this place is protected. I should have built this more in the corner so it'd be better protected from the wind. I should have thought about that. But at least for now we lucked out. Okay, and that's not enough time to cook some more. So, I guess we can read. Reading is thirsty work, apparently. I'm always surprised at how little caloric content you can get from a wolf. Okay. And that is windy as heck. I don't think we have another hour of daylight. But a cheek and dream. Oh wow. I guess this is one of those nighttime is actually bright because it wasn't foggy. Okay. So we do need to sleep. First we drink. Then we sleep, and I think we'll actually head up that way next time. Because I'd like to check the audio leveling and bitrate situation. Okay, that looks like 7.5 hours. Let's go for 7. See where that puts us on the daytime scale. Yeah, it seems like you need to hunt almost 1 wolf a day. Oh. Wasn't expecting an aurora. All across the sky. Okay. But I think we can start the rabbit hat repair. Oof, want to step over that. Okay. Rabbit pelt. Very nice, very nice. See, am I holding any cured gut? No. Which means I need to pick some up. Okay, let's see if we can repair this hat somewhat. Alright. 55% chance. Fingers crossed, everybody. Alright. Fantastic. Nothing else needs repair too badly. Well, maybe want to remake the crampons. I don't think you can repair them. C's for, or I's for improvised. Pure leather scrap metal workbench. Can probably scrounge up that stuff around here, but I don't need it yet. Yep, in the 90s. Oop. Deer skin, that needs a fix. Deer skin, that needs a fix. Any of this deer hide cured? Oh, that one's close. Don't want to step over that. You know, I bet in the morning that deer hide will be cured. Like 2 hours from now. Right? Let's check. You know, it's really bright outside for the aurora to still be going. But the aurora's not, or the sparks aren't giving off any light, so maybe it's just residual. Come on, where were the stairs? Here we go. Okay, and then deer hide was somewhere over here. Oh, cured rabbit pelt. Don't need that. Dang, how is the rabbit situation? 73? Only 27% off? No, it's probably not worth repairing. Oh, there we were. Gotcha. Do I have any extra cured? Got. Yes. Okay. I mean, it should let me repair. Alright. About 90 or 95%. Okay, excellent. And excellent. Drink, eat, take a nap. and then we'll be ready to head out. $34 on weight because we have... Harvest this real quick. Because we should have a mountaineering rope in the inventory. Yep. Okay, 5 good arrows only. Let's take the charcoal. 4 is nice. Probably gonna need all that. Drop some water. Sleep for 2 hours. And we're pretty much set to go. Alright. Call it there.